Welcome back to the Commission. I'm Sue Scambatti, and we are taking your calls and questions tonight for OPP Commissioner Julian Fantino. Charles in Caledon, welcome to the program.
Hi, I'm calling. Hi, Mr. Fantino.
Hello there, sir.
I'm calling in regards to just a couple of questions. Like, first of all, if you have cars that, the modern car today, and with the 400 series highway, I understand what you're saying, like with the 150 speed limit and keeping everybody under control, right? But I also noticed one thing: certain cars, like the way we're driving at 120, and everybody's going 120. Why don't they bring the speed limit to 120 and go that route? I'm not saying inside the Toronto area, like the 401, but outside the area where there is, you can travel. And you could actually do 120, which we're all doing 120 anyways. Why doesn't the speed limit go to 120 for everybody? Just to make the travel a lot easier for a lot of people.
So, well, Charles, you're saying raise the speed limit.
Correct.
Well, the reality is that these are all items under discussion, and the caller makes a very valid point that we need to review these kinds of things from time to time. And I know that the Ministry of Transportation is very conscientious about looking at what things can be done to modernize the rules and expedite the travel. And so in that context, there's all kinds of discussions about what more things can be done. So it's a valid point, and I know that all these things are part of what is being constantly looked at and researched, and whatever changes need to be made, I'm sure that in the fullness of time they'll be made.
All right, Monty in London. Hi, welcome to the program.
You're welcome. Thank you. Chief, I'd just like to ask you, keep calling him Chief because he was our chief down here. But, Commissioner, the police presence, I must... Yes. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Hi, go ahead.
Yes, I'd just like to say to Commissioner Fantino that, he's doing a great job, and we miss him down in London.
Well, thank you. I miss London as well, actually. A great community.
Right. And the other thing is that from London to Windsor, there's a lot of police presence on the road that calms the truck and traffic in that area. But from, say, Woodstock onward, there's no police presence. What are you going to do about that?
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to spread ourselves out, and we also have aircraft up in the air now that help us with traffic safety work. So we're trying to get ourselves positioned to be more visible and be more available, if you will. But I'll take your comments, and I'll make the inquiries as well, and I appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
Good night.
Night.
Okay, Yannick in Toronto. Welcome to the program.
Hello, thank you very much. Hello, Commissioner Fantino.
Hello there.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
I wanted to ask you, it's very important for Torontonians because we really miss you in Toronto. We want to ask you, would you consider running for a mayor? Please. Because we really need a person like you who can really protect us from all these criminals in Toronto, because you were good when you were here, and that kind of person, you should really seriously consider running for this, and we really beg you to do that, because we really need a person like you. Well, so would you do that, please? Seriously.
There you go. Would you do it? You have to answer, Yannick.
Well, right now,
you're tied up.
I'm staying totally focused on what I consider to be one of the best jobs anywhere. We have the G8 and coming to Ontario. We're quite preoccupied with that. And to be honest with you, my full attention is given to my current job, my current responsibilities. And once that's done, we'll have to think about it, and I'll have to sit down and speak with my family, because they have been the ones that have probably made the most sacrifice in terms of helping me in my career. But thank you for the vote of confidence, much appreciated. And it doesn't strike me as unacceptable that one would be as kind as you to make those comments. Thank you.
Yeah, Nick, thanks. No, you have till September 10th to file your nomination
Oh, is that right?
papers.
I see. I don't even know
so,
that.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
It's a long period of
all
time.
right.
You can file those nomination
All
papers.
right.
So, you could get that G8 thing out of the way and then, okay, all
I'll
right.
take it under advisement.
Okay, we still have to ask you, because I ask you every show, well, what are you going to do when you're done? Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. But Ralph is on the phone in Scarborough. Hi, Ralph.
Hi, how are you doing this evening?
Good evening.
Good, thanks.
Good. I want to talk to you about safety on the roads again, but specifically the really super bright headlights that I've been seeing.
Yes.
Is there anything to be done about that? I mean, these things light up my dashboard when they get behind me.
I've noticed that as well, and thank you for reminding me. It's something that I also wanted to inquire about. I'm sorry I don't know the answer, but there are regulations about the brightness of bulbs and headlights and so forth, and where they can be placed. So I'll have to look into it as well. But I do take your point, and I do agree with you that there are some lights out there that are quite blinding indeed. They are.
Yeah, it makes it very difficult changing lanes, things like that. You don't know what's behind you.
Indeed, and also coming at you.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ralph. Getting back to what Yannick was saying, I would venture to say that I don't know of any police leader that has been so often linked to a political life than you. I mean, Yannick saying, oh, you should run for mayor, and, people are saying you should get into provincial politics. That was a rumor about you before. So?
And if you listen to my wife, she will tell you that she'll leave me if I do. So,
so I guess that means it's a no.
Right now it's a no.
Right now it's a no. So any thought about what you're going to do? You're done with the OPP in October, is that right?
Well, no, actually I'm done with the OPP in July, and just right after the G8.
Right.
And my commitment was to see that through, and I'm very confident that with all the work that's happening, the planning, working with the military, the RCMP, Toronto Police and other police agencies, it's going to be a successful event. Following that, I hope that I can take a breather and enjoy my grandchildren and sort of do some of the things that have been on hold for such a long time, including the honey-do list at home.
Oh, you have a honey-do list.
I
That's
have
so
a honey-do list,
cute. Yeah. Okay, we're going to ask you about that in a minute. But we'll be taking more of your calls right out of the break. Stay with us.